Welcome to another match analysis video. Today's match is going to be on Lashkar RAAS v1 and we're playing as the Americans. My clan is going to be splitting up a bit this match. I'm going to be leading an infantry squad that's about half clan members, half blueberries. And then I have another clan member who's going to be flying and another two clan members who are going to be in the striker, which is the top dog armor on this layer.
Advance.
No.
Our mission is to secure all objective areas. Move out.
Striker? What's recording? Alt F12?
F10 or F9, F10 for recording back.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Might get something.
Anyone else want to invite? Who am I missing?
Yeah.
Goose. Anyone else? Alright, I'm unlocking. But grab me a lodge, please.
Cutting in and out, Cap.
What?
Well, I feel it. Let me. Cutting in and out.
Grab me a lodge, please, but
Gotcha. Striker, no.
Goose, hop
We're
in with
closed.
them. Goose, hop in with the Logi. Just Logi this time around.
Will do.
Alright, everyone, we're going into Squad 1's heli.
Cutting out there, but I'm assuming he said a helicopter.
Yes. Hop in Squad 1's heli, everyone.
Do we have a squad leader?
You should. If not, there's a problem.
We're not on Logi.
I didn't just claim it, did I? No, good.
Anybody ready for commander?
Standing by.
So if we hop over to Squad lanes here and take a look at Lashkar Valley, before I even click on anything and show you where the midpoints are going to be, I want to talk about the average blueberry mentality, which is just to rush the mid here. To go straight down the river valley to where the river valley meets the opponent's kind of equal river valley, where both teams roughly clash together at the same time, and to set up fobs in that location. It's the basic standard strategy regardless of whether you know anything about RAAS. So when I am taking into consideration where I want to go, that's at the front of my mind. In reality, this is a 3-lane, and if it goes to the east, it can actually go pretty far away from where people tend to normally set up. However, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on which team goes more mid-heavy, the west lanes actually are pretty damn close for the midpoints. So you can kind of get away with those heavy centralized strategies. Usually when I'm dealing with blueberries, I'll take one of two approaches. Either I will offer to cover the east lane, knowing the other two will most likely just be covered by default, or in some occasions, if I have a very communicative team that's probably able to go through with a basic strategy, I will offer to cover the center and then try to push people west or east. Reason being that when people get into contact, they have a very hard time disengaging, and there are many Lashkar matches that start with a big mid push on central lane and then end with a west lane or east lane and nobody willing to relocate from where they're already at. So if I can cover that, I trust myself to be able to relocate more than blueberries, and then I can hopefully branch blueberries into the right direction. However, it does not stop the bias of central, and if people are already marking central, I will usually go for either east because it's never covered, or west because it's just good odds. You're in a 66% chance that you're going to cover at least somewhat close to a relevant mid. In this match, I initially choose to go for central, but then you'll see me reevaluate that based on the decisions of other SLs. Alright, just so everyone knows, this is a 3-lane. Most of the midpoints are in this flag area. West lane and central lane are all around there. East lane's a bit different, goes all the way east. I'm probably going to go central if I can.
Squad 1's helo. Get in that.
Yeah, Parzival and Bread hop in the heli.
5 is hot. Potatoed.
Five, you should probably just disband the squad if your leader left.
Alright, so what's our plan as of right now? I'm sorry, I didn't all the fucking talking you couldn't hear.
I'm going central lane. If anyone can cover east or west
especially
lane,
the
that'd be
Russian
appreciated.
highway
They're all
has
marked
you.
with midpoints for
Absolutely.
flags.
Oh, Vikings here.
I got
7-0.
3 MRAPs, we'll go ahead and assault on
Standing
main
by.
road and we'll cover those.
Who else has Logi? 6, where are you heading?
We're doing the rush?
Okay, 7, if you're heading there, I'm heading somewhere different. Backcaps on West Lane for the Logi. First backcap included.
How do you fix the like getting inside a vehicle and not being inside of it and not being able to respawn kind of thing?
Restarting out of the server, back in server. It's
well, fuck.
We're 70 out of 100, so we should be able to get back in.
Brad, are you AFK?
We're in the other AMRAP. Squad
As
6.
usual, beginning of the match. Red.
Okay, one
Sorry, squad
9-man's going central,
8.
1 9-man's backcapping, so just go for West Lane backcaps, skip Nungalem. And you're redirecting depending on where it goes. We're covering any lane second backcap no matter where it ends up, so prepare for West, get ready to move anywhere else it goes. So we have a 9-man squad with a Logi truck doing 9-man backcaps, which I'm always opposed to, but in this instance I don't choose to press it because if I push them east lane, if they've already shown a certain lack of awareness for RAAS meta, they're just as likely to get caught up on the east lane and not actually push off. Similarly, it's easier for my sanity if I don't try to deal with that and just try to work around it. And last of all, there are quite a few varied backcaps, so it actually will make our backcaps a bit more efficient. Alright, just so everyone knows, this is RAAS, which means there's multiple lanes. Objectives can go to a lot of different places.
My
We're
squad will take
gambling
the
on
first
one particular
objective.
lane. If it doesn't go there, we're all relocating, so be ready to stick around, get back into helis, get back into trucks. Don't get bogged down by firefights, always keep an ear out.
Copy that. Roger.
AT, you have fire team leads, message me if you need ranging.
Understood.
One heli seems to be landing on the mids.
I think we just booted BB off the server.
They played good last round.
That'll put us weak.
Ow! My bad.
We're engaging enemy transport helo.
Only deliver more if it's safe. Cool. I'll let you know if we see anything. Okay, can I get 2 or 3 people to head to move mark? That's the other objective we're covering. Could go there as well. Next flag is going to tell us whether or not we're staying here, so...
I'm thinking east. Stake bets.
Central is contested, west is controlled, east is uncontrolled, so given Murphy's law of lanes, it's obviously going to go east.
It's gonna go north, Cap.
Whoa! Whoa, Black Betty,
North lane.
Nangalam.
Enemy Logi just pulled up to the compound we're going to. Logi marked.
Damn.
Guys, we have a bunch of squad leads on the midpoint. Get a hat.
Mid.
Here.
Okay, start pushing down the river valley in this direction.
Central.
If you have a hab there,
Go
just
central,
push
that's
it.
a central lane.
The heli here got one tapped. Didn't sound like ATGM. Don't know what it was. Hat, SPG. Don't know if SPG is one tap. I'd stay away though, for now.
Alright, what do you guys want with Logi?
Quick note, when I say SPG, I mean the BMP-1's main cannon. They're basically the exact same projectile. I didn't realize at the time that they don't even have a BMP-1 on this layer. But regardless, we just confirmed that we're in a central lane, so I want to start marking those midpoints for the Blueberry so they understand where they need to be controlling. The HAB that went up to our east does contest those midpoints, so I am actually in decent position to be attacking that right now. And similarly, you could look at the map and make the assumption that they have a FOB east across the river somewhere. So ultimately, as long as the Blueberries use that Logi truck to get a FOB up, which currently my pilot Dangatar is encouraging them to do, we should be in a 2v2 kind of FOB situation here, where they control about half the midpoints, we control about half the midpoints, and then we both have sort of an external flanking spawn where we can engage each other and try to take control of that outside to the northwest. At this point in time, I'm also looking down south to my Logi because I want to figure out how I can get that up to me safely in a position that will allow me to build more FOBs for more map control, which is a topic I'll get into a bit later when the Logi truck actually reaches me. For now, I'm perfectly happy with my guys just trying to kill that external spawn on the north so that we can get the enemy down to one spawn point on the east. My thought process right now being that hopefully by the time that north one is resolved, maybe we'll have some commander assets to be able to take the one on the east, if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, move up towards... Sorry, run. Logi's still here on the east side. Engines on, just
I'm
chilling.
marking the 3 possible midpoints for a central lane. The objective is going to pop up on one of those flags. That's what we need to be controlling.
Enemy armor
But I
coming in
think
from the northeast.
3
North of this compound.
has cap.
There's still infantry north of this compound.
Just go back where you were coming. Sorry, but I'm going to send you around so that I can meet up with you. My apologies. Gonna be a lot safer.
There's infantry.
I'm gonna skip ahead a bit since nothing too important happens, but eventually the Blueberries do get their FOB up. We have our FOB up, and it kind of just becomes a 2v2, where the Blueberries are all spawning on theirs, attacking east across the river, and we're spawning on ours, attacking east across our river. At this point, the midpoint can pop up in one of 3 locations. To the east, where they control, dead center, where it's going to be a bit of a stalemate, and to the west, where we control. And I'm just hoping for, obviously, one of the latter 2. When it does pop up, it's right there in the center, and so I start telling a few of my guys that they can spawn shift over and try to get into cap range, as well as telling the Blueberries on my team to prioritize that cap range. Try to get into cap range if you can. Anyone who's near Lashkar. If anyone dies, spawn near Lashkar and do your best to get into cap range. You're going to get funneled into that FOB, but do what you can.
Lashkar Central.
This goes back to something I was talking about last video. If I have a squad that's half clan, half Blueberry, and I ask for something to be done once, you can assume that between the people who didn't hear it or don't care, about half of my squad's going to go actually do that thing, which is pretty much what I want. I still want to be putting pressure on that north hab because it'll be a big issue if I leave it alone, but I also want a few people helping in cap range. Okay, they just capped their second flag. They can now contest Lashkar. Gotta get all bodies into cap range. Try to get across that road if you can. 9 needs help in cap range. How's FOB that you're taking down?
They're turtling here on this hab. They're turtling on it. There's still like a handful of infantry. We still need help.
Keep doing what you can.
It's no longer proxied. They're gonna spawn.
Okay, give me drive please. Thank you. It's gonna get really hot, so be ready for some action. We're going past that
hot
hab.
and dirty.
We're going past that hab on the road and hab
Did we
on
hear
the
the
flash.
radio?
Cap, you told me to take the safe way up, and now you're just driving past a hab.
Well, I couldn't do this if we came up from the south. Get what I'm saying? Like, there's no way past.
You want me to jump out and roll?
If I were to guess, it's probably around Mark.
They're turtling.
Combat engineer?
So that's where
Oh,
the
that guy
Logi
died. So
came
we're
in
not gonna
from.
take shots, just don't hop.
Oh, I got stuck out.
You hot, bud?
I pressed F and I let go, but it kept going.
Gotcha.
Probably 50.
Alright, everybody start shifting
Taking too
your
many
spawns over to this
lats.
hab.
It should be to our further east where the hab should be.
Thank you, thank you. Mark when you can, please, when you're safe.
Rally in 40.
Build hab, please, thank you.
We're gonna put a rough mark on a Logi that we just killed, so you can probably track it from there. General abouts where that Logi mark is over to the east.
Rally in 20.
Okay, hop in with me when you're on.
15.
Already in the fields, just east of the river, northwest of their hab here. They're pushing west. Yep, perfect.
Get ready to go. And go.
This one's, I gave us a 50% chance of survival.
Yeah, I'm gonna start needing some drops over here.
That's ambitious.
For me, driving past hot places is completely safe. Walls, that's a 25%.
I took it into the calculations.
Yeah.
That's something.
That guy no problem.
Gotta be scout car. Scout car marked rough.
Yeah, back on up to it.
No.
Do you think it has vision on me?
Can I get you at main anyway?
No.
I want to try something. So the initial plan with that Logi run was to get across the river and set a third fob and triple fob the mid. However, obviously it's looking pretty good on the map right now, so now I'm starting to think about the next objective in line. Sadly, I just lost my Logi truck, so I'm thinking I'll get a helicopter and try to get there quickly if possible. And meanwhile, I still want my people pushing that same hab, because if we leave that uncontested, it's going to be a bad flank to the northwest.
What kind of suicide mission is this?
Kurgar. Northeast side. I actually think it'll be fairly safe. I just don't know if it'll be an effective enough hab, but we'll find out. Unfortunately, we'll full cap, so it won't be the best of timing. We might run into something heading there. Pink, will you do me the world's biggest favor and be my Logi bitch and wait on the Logi respawn? And I will, I'll give you a kiss or something. It's a big job. Boring job.
Only if it's on the mouth.
Deal. Just grab the Logi when it spawns at main and then start heading up this east road. I'll let you know what's going on as we go. The helicopters have big advantages, big drawbacks. The biggest advantage obviously is speed, and that's going to allow us to still get to the same location in the same amount of time it would have taken us to drive there. However, this isn't just an easy pass. It comes with a lot of problems. First of all, if you want to land at audio range, your fob is not going to be effective. If you want to land within an effective distance, you're going to be within audio range. So a lot of it can depend on timing. One of the best times to use helicopters is during flag changes like this, when you think there's a good chance that the defense might be undefended on the enemy side, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. It's why I was talking to the pilot about how it's kind of bad timing, since we're probably just about to full cap, and now in turn, the enemy is probably really thinking about their defense and possibly going there from main. Which doesn't just mean they are somewhat likely to be there, but also means they are likely to have sightlines on the helicopter as it's going there and figure out what we're trying to do. While we're in flight, we stop capping the mid and stop looking so good there, which is both lucky and unlucky. It's lucky in that we're more likely to land directly on top of the defense objective uncontested, or at least very close to it, but it also means we might not even need to be there if we don't cap.
Mark, where we're going?
Somewhere around there, like wherever you can get kinda close. I'm okay with being in audio range, just not sightlines.
They got me from the south, Captain. Captain Beard, sorry. Yeah, I hate the guy, but kill him.
If some of you want to split focus and go after Lashkar, that's fine. But I still want a few people hitting that
I
happy.
got Logi.
Approved. This could work in our
Assuming
favor, because I still
1812.
think we'll get it. Yeah. And this might be enough of a delay that they don't think about their defense yet. I don't know, we're kind of gambling. Helis are always gambles. Sorry if I get you killed, Ing.
No, with Ing. With Ing, it's always a bet.
Hey, can we get some troops?
Winning odds.
I'm going all the way around through the mountains.
Oh, this is all trees. I'll just land on the road.
You go a little further west if you do that. I was looking there, I don't see anything. I think we can get close.
Oh, farther west?
I'll wait for you guys to catch up here.
Just keep an eye out, but if you see anything there, let him know. I'm looking.
Cap, I'm gonna post up on your west hill. Try and spot that hab over to your east.
Mortar base to our
No,
right.
The mortars are right
Right
here.
where we landed.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a mortar base right in this town.
Well.
Fuck him. Fuck him. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Wow.
Hey, on next heli, can I get a drop on the Gulf 768? I need construction drop.
I'm sorry.
My log markers are accurate. 8728.
Alright.
Enemy on the northeast side of the compound.
As you can hear, Butt says hold spawns because he's thinking I want to do a full spawn shift right now, but I actually don't. I do want to be there with Butt right now preparing for the leapfrog, but I don't really want to commit to it until we do full cap the mid, just because the mid doesn't look sustainable. It's just fob wars. If we full cap, even for a second, I want everybody focusing here so we can secure it with a double neutral, but I'm not ready to make that call quite yet. Actually, keep your spawns there on Lashkar for now. Keep spawning Lashkar. We're not shifting quite yet.
My
10,
one
please don't
mark
shoot these
is
guys
their
yet.
hab.
Can you get me a marker? Too late. 10's shooting.
There is a mark.
I'm gonna
look at me eventually.
fire request.
Striker, be careful.
It's right behind you.
Striker, we got heavy
Actually,
contact
scratch it. Sorry,
across
I
the
only
river.
have A-10. I have to get direct eyes anyway.
Requesting
Ten's
UAV
out of proxy
support.
range.
10, get to my guy so you can proxy the hab, please. I'm telling him to get to you. So right now my plan is pretty simple. I have a lot of people removed, holding pressure off the mid on a north fob, and I have a UAV over what I think is the only east fob. I'm going to try to strike that as quickly as I can, which should resolve cap range in our favor, and then we should be able to get everybody to spawn shift over to the east here and leave that fob as the only remaining enemy fob where most of the team will spawn out of position. What I don't notice at the time is the closer radial mark and the fact that they actually have a fob closer to the point.
Striker, I need some covering fire on my position, please.
Roger, I'll smoke you out. Give you some cover.
Roger, thank you. Alright, Striker should be giving us cover.
There's that one guy on the hill to the
Oh,
north
shit,
of
sorry,
the
wrong call.
fob there, G6.
And did we get a helicopter rolling in on us?
It's about 50 meters up the hill.
Any station! Reinforcements needed on my position!
I'm on radio.
We're in contact! Requesting immediate air support!
Okay, we're taking down the east fob, if we can. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I got two. I would have prioritized the southeast one, but we're taking out the further east one right now.
CAS ready. IP inbound.
Alright, everybody listen up for a sec. You guys are all still pushing this hab, but the
Strikers,
moment
at the
Lashkar
moment
is
you
full
sit
capped,
still,
I
I
need
just got
everybody
killed trying to
prioritizing spawning east on me instead. So just be ready for that.
Squad 6, right in front of you. To your left.
Mission successful. RTB.
Hab is completely destroyed. They can rebuild if they get supplies. I never saw a radio. I try to use the UAV to see if I can't spot the other hab, the one marked to the southeast, but it's a bit difficult with the angle that I set it at. And regardless, it's indoors to the point where I can't see it, but I do get confirmation from other clan members that it does exist. The destruction of the east fob may have helped in the capping of the midpoint. It's difficult to say for certain. You did for sure see people walking off of it, and they were likely probably using it to flank around somewhat to the north side, since on the southeast our friendlies were actually doing a pretty good job of contesting them on that particular hab. so it could have contributed towards the cap of the midpoint, but ultimately I think it mostly came down to just the firefight and the fact that the blueberries did fairly decent here, and I really did gamble on this midpoint. I always try to have the spawn advantage, and I did kind of achieve that on the north side, but I also kind of failed it on the objective itself, and when I lost my Logi, I lost my ability to manipulate that. So the airstrike was something that was still within my power, but I am quite fortunate that a combination of decent blueberry performance and that was able to resolve the midpoint in our favor, because if it didn't work and it started going back against us, I was out of position to really help. That's just the consequence of losing a truck right there. Fortunately, my Logi did catch up with me during this, so I would have been able to come in from the north and try to work on that while maybe having people spawn on defense if we had lost the mid. But I didn't have to make that decision because of some decent midpoint performance, and from this point on, I'm already ready for the next flag, and this match should be fairly straightforward. Alright guys, get ready for Lashkar. If anyone's down right now, hold your spawns. Lashkar's probably about to be full capped. You guys will be spawning east on me and the Logi truck here if that full caps. Just hold your spawns till that happens. There we go. Spot on.
Smallest building possible.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That was a
Thanks
tense
for
fight
driving
from
the truck all that way. Watch this again real quick and pay attention to the person at the passenger seat because it's kind of funny. Notice his name tag as he hops out. This will make sense in a second. We're capping the next flag. Good job on the mid.
Oops, up here.
Our pleasure.
Squad leader.
I got my guys coming to assist you as well. A couple 3 infantry I got.
Thanks.
You don't have anyone in the truck with you, Cap.
Oh.
Cap, come back real quick.
Name
Sorry.
tag? Or did you hop out?
Damn.
I saw somebody in the passenger seat.
It's a bug name tag.
Anyway, a basic leapfrog ensues, so now that I've taken the objective, I am working on getting a decent fob network around it, getting 360 visual coverage, preparing for incoming attacks, and then trying to convince the rest of the team to leapfrog onto the next objective. Lashkar hat building is always a pleasure.
Unsuccessful. No radio.
Oh, got a flash.
Oh, space. Oh, ooh.
I found their
Flash of green.
rally.
Flash of hope.
I'm looking at it.
Is that Parzival?
Oh, you pink.
I did.
Pink FTL. Good pink FTL. What a scout car.
You guys
I'm
have a
behind
scout car
them,
coming in from the north.
Roger.
Hey, just
scout
make
car
me
approaching. Scout car.
Dump
maybe
another 6
hey,
down.
a fire team leader. Then I could basically mark it.
Just burn the rally. Just run up to it and burn it.
Yeah, just run up to it.
That's the
You
point, yo.
talking to me?
I
about to go down on Central.
They fucking spawning. A lot of them, yo. Like I can't.
Scout car's going.
Just let him walk off and then
Just
pop
keep
it.
Logi behind it.
Yeah, Logi's coming up to me, it sounds like. Logi's observe. Shot the driver a handful of times. He might be alive and dismounted.
We didn't get your full supplies in though.
I got you 6.
I appreciate it.
Go ahead and build that up, push Logi.
Wait if you get domed.
So when that Logi truck started coming back towards me, I should have realized that because it only had one person, they had already dropped a radio and were already building a spawn, but I didn't at the time. It didn't cross my mind. And the enemy actually got a really sneaky hab very close to our eastern one, and it's going to cause a lot of confusion in the near future. Oh, he's hovering, observe if anyone wants to take a shot at him. There's a guy on me as well. They must have got a rally or something.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it now, yo. I'm still behind him.
Oh, he's right above me. I can't shoot him.
They're not spawning at this hab anymore. Northwest of Lashkar, I'm digging the radio.
They're on me. On HGM.
I need people spawning east, guys. East fob, lots of contacts.
20 seconds.
Yeah, I got enemies
I
at
need people shifting on the
75.
defense here, lots of people.
Front seeker guy.
I'm not sure I can fight like this, to be honest. Let's see.
I usually start driving lobbies when that happens.
Where did all those guys come from?
Right on the
Don't know.
AGM.
We need to lose the defense point. We need more people spawn.
Yeah, if you can tell your guys to start putting in
Holy fucking
respawn
frame
inside
rate.
console, start respawning on the next point, be appreciated.
I started getting like 20 frames for some reason at this point. Made it really hard to fight.
Get you more
Sorry,
ammo in a
I
second.
didn't see it down there.
Dump the rest of the ammo.
Speaking of,
I could try and do a cheeky double newt just in case for your cat.
Got him.
That'll help.
We got their radio northwest of Lashkar is bleed out. It'll be done in half a minute.
Thanks.
The track.
Son of a bitch. We have 600 in the truck, by the way.
We need to stop spawning Lashkar, guys. Everybody needs to spawn to Kurigar. I wouldn't even res me, I can't fight. Like, I guess I can get the truck
I
out.
took down the marksman.
Maybe. No, they're dead. They're back there.
Seems to be accurate.
Dropped him. Good.
Might be direct east. They're flanking to our south too on the east fob. Wherever they're spawning, it could be like
bandages.
this compound on my star.
I'm getting him. And then we need you
I
off
don't
to
know.
the right.
It almost seems more north. There might just be a couple flankers. So I'm talking with my helipilot right now because we tend to work really closely together on defense, and he will almost always be scouting incoming attacks for me, and so I'm trying to help him pinpoint it when I see it's actually marked on the map. Spawn's marked. Move mark. Right next to us. The Logi was on its way back to base. It already got its spawn up.
We're almost halfway to neutral next point.
Try to push move mark, try to get within 30 meters of it. So a few things start happening. I'm starting to get my commander asset back, so I'm thinking about using that on the hab that's close. It's dangerous, but I'm thinking about it. Meanwhile, the hab that we actually had on the point starts going down because the people walking off that fob who we were not able to contest. But we still have a rally to the south. Whenever there's a situation where your team only has one hab left, that's where they're all going to spawn, and if you have a rally in a different position that's also useful, encourage your people to go over there so that you can cover both. I'm going to handle most of cap range right now and trying to slow it down because I have the rally in position, and then we can assume that the rest of the team will spawn on this hab and immediately push the enemy hab because they're so close they basically have no choice but to. Stiff managed to pick up a few stragglers, and as he mentioned, he is going for the double neutral, and he does succeed in that, which shows that pretty much anybody who was still spawning at Lashkar could have leapfrogged at the right time and gotten there. Our team was very, very slow to react to the point actually being captured, and it almost cost us the game. Fortunately, Stiff was there to get that double neut and allow us to stealth cap back from the rally, and I had my commander assets available to start working on the spawn point right next to us, which we were having difficulty proxying. Use a rally, 10 on rally.
15.
I'm ready. Almost neutral.
We'll start stealth capping back pretty soon. Double neut's about to happen. Just keep using rally. Try to recover the hab if you can. Double neut just held. That might have saved us, thank you.
What'd you say?
That might have saved us, thank you.
Yep.
In fact, it probably saved the game here. Rally squashed behind you. Or to your south. Give me 30 seconds and I'm gonna A-10 radio.
Unless you'd rather
UAV
us go
ready,
to
inbound.
J455. Good shit, Striker. You got him.
GG's.
Yep, all the guys are dead in it. Good job.
Whenever we get a chance, you to bring another 600 build here.
Enemy
Yeah,
armor
on
down.
it.
Thanks to Striker. My squad's moving into assist on east.
Send more reinforcements over here!
Just stay clear for a second. A-10's in. Just get to the edge of it. It'll be down in a moment. Okay, start pushing cap range. This A-10 will take care of the hab. If you can skirt around the south end, let the blueberries deal with the hab after the A-10 strikes. Just work on cap range and stealth cap.
Aircraft ready. IP inbound.
Everybody clean out of A-10 radius. Tell your squad members, clean out. I don't want any TKs. But you're about to get A-10. It's coming in right now. But... just push cap range. Let the blueberries clean up the rest of the mess. Hab's down.
CAS mission complete. Returning to base.
Let's go for a radio or a cap range. That was a good fucking enemy spawn on their end. Getting that there, right under our noses.
Yeah.
Hey! That was so close, guys.
Hey, GG, guys.
Like so close.
All that close?
I was shooting the match
One fucking ticket, man. That's close.
Somebody say match analysis.
That was a fucking
I almost.
Hey guys, get ready for the match analysis on this match, boys. You're gonna be famous.
Oh god.
Alright, cool, thanks.
That was
I
awkward
almost
as
gave
fuck.
up. If I go back,
I thought I heard
Nobody
Blueberry
watches
say it.
It's not fucking awkward.
Nobody watches BHM Captain.
You're welcome,
know?
by the way.